the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this is caught. Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On first down, it's Gore. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Herbert. It's reeled in downfield by Johnston. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chargers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Let's go now.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
2nd and 6. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Atwell, complete. Well, the Rams had a woeful 3-12 on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
But you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So the Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big time?
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Deion Henley in there to bring him down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash, this from 53. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Herbert now on second down. And his throw is incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Gore. he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. A dump off here for Gore. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 50, here's Herbert. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A give left for goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Gore again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Danny Gray. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Hey, let's go! Ready?
Gibbs straight ahead, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
Come on.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 10. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down, here's Herbert. Right side, and he finds Gray. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Here is third and 5. Herbert now. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And it's fielded at the 34. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. After the turnover, here's Herbert. This is caught. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be...
Touchdown, Chargers! A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Chargers 21, Rams 3.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
15-yard line. Let's go now.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A short throw pulled in by Woods.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Ready.
Off the option, here's Akers.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
15 yards. That's good.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Hey, go Lion. 12.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
19 tight, 19.
They'll set up a throw.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
So he stopped for no gain. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left is Akers.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And his kick is absolutely perfect.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Hold the troops right. Crowd right. Baylor Tiger.
Here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try it up the gut with Gore. And he'll go down at the 28.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Up the middle they go with Gore.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Third and long, it's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Here's Gore now, running out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Jennings. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Herbert, third and goal. Touchdown! A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air. And that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ready, break.
2nd and 7.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their LA brethren. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep here for Allen. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
21.
Gore again here on 1st down. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Now a deep one for Johnston. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Orange.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. That's complete left side to Gray. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their LA brethren. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Deion Henley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Okay, ready?
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their LA brethren. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a... And my goodness, another interception. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Herbert changing things up.
Hey, Ram.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Baylor tight.
Herbert now. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A short throw pulled in by Woods. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 2nd and 6.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And now here is another interception. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
Ready.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their LA brethren.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
This pass caught. It's Woods.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Back to throw now on 1st down.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember. At least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down.